There is a hierarchy that exists in almost all markets. And if you're unaware of this, you will be trading at a disadvantage. In today's video, I'll explain to you how to learn this and how it can immediately improve your trading accuracy. All right, so you enter a trade. It met all of the requirements of your trading plan and is set up technically perfect. It goes up a little bit, it reverses on you, you get a red candle, it triggers your stop loss, and now you have yet another losing trade. We've all been there. So you go back to review the trade and you're left feeling like a blind dog in a meat house. Here's a tip. Now stay with me because I'll apply this to crypto and foreign markets later in the video. Okay, let's suppose you're trading the US markets. On a scale of 1 to clueless, how aware are you of the broad market indexes? You see, markets are like giant living, breathing organisms powered by artificial intelligence and human psychology. Well, that wasn't the most congruent statement. My point is this. It's nearly impossible and very impractical to understand what the market is doing as a whole by studying it on a ticker-by-ticker basis. For that, we have market indexes or indices. These indexes act like polls, similar to US political polls with one minor difference. These are actually accurate. You see, these indices give us a glimpse into the sentiment, and that's just a fancy word for attitude, of the market sector or the entire market itself. Okay, so if you're playing catch up, this is why that matters. Let's suppose that you have the perfect technical setup on a technology stock. Now, what do you think is going to happen to that technology stock if the technology sector as a whole is showing overbought signals? Have you ever heard of the phrase, a rising tide floats all boats? Have you ever thought about what a falling tide does to those same boats? If you're in a technology stock and the technology sector as a whole starts to decline, your trade is not going to do that great. No bueno. Likewise, what do you think will happen to your trading accuracy when you start trading alongside what the market sector is actually doing? Pay attention. Wouldn't it make sense to wait on the technology sector itself to set up for a trade or give you an indication as to its direction before you enter into a technology stock? Well, that only makes sense if you like money. Okay, so here is the market hierarchy for the US markets. Crypto traders, don't let your eyes glaze over because I'm coming for you next. At the very top of the hierarchy, we have the 4 broad indexes. That is the Dow Jones Industrial Average, the NASDAQ Composite, the S&P 500, and the Russell 2000. Underneath that, we have what are known as market sectors. This includes things like industrials, materials, technology, utilities, real estate. Below this, we have what are known as industries. Each sector is made up of multiple industries. For example, the tech sector can be made up of the computer hardware industry, the computer software industry, semiconductors, and on and on. Only after all of this do we get down to the level of actual stocks. Each level is directly affected by the level above it. So stocks will be affected by the industries will be affected by the sectors will be affected by the 4 broad market indices. So think for a second about how that's been affecting your trading, all without you knowing it. So am I telling you that you have to evaluate each level before trading a stock? If you want to get better, you do. Or you can make your life easier. You can trade from the top down. In other words, if stocks are affected by industries and industries are affected by sectors and sectors are affected by the broad market, then why not trade from the top down? There are ETFs that mimic the broad market sectors, such as the Dow Jones, the S&P 500, the NASDAQ, the Russell. You can trade those ETFs and you can even trade leveraged ETFs, and these ETFs are optionable. So you can trade the broad market, and if you don't want to trade the broad market, you can trade the sectors themselves. There are ETFs that correlate with the sectors, and those are optionable as well. When you do that, you don't have to consult with the lower level industries or the stocks themselves. And the added benefit to trading the ETFs, should you decide to do that, is you're not subject to stock-specific bad news, such as what's going on with the CEO, what happened to earnings this quarter, yada, yada, yada. It just goes on and on and on. So you have a more diversified investment vehicle that you're actually using to trade. So what about crypto? Well, the crypto market is still developing, but already we have some very clear frontrunners. If we look at what is known as market capitalization, this is just a fancy way of saying the value of something, typically in US dollars, we will see that we have some clear frontrunners. Bitcoin and Ethereum are those frontrunners as of the recording of this video. So wouldn't it make sense to pay attention to what the price is doing on Bitcoin and Ethereum before you try to enter a trade on a smaller market cap coin or token? Cryptocurrency also offers various sectors. We have payments, monetization, trading and investing, wallets, on and on. It would make sense to understand the sector that the coin that you're trading is in prior to you doing the trade. Then find the highest market cap coin in that sector and try to align your moves with the price fluctuations of that coin. Look, who knows what the future holds? Automation, self-driving cars, renewable energy, zombie apocalypse, but I can tell you this. As time goes on, more and more ETFs will be created in the crypto space, and an ETF is just an exchange-traded fund. As we see that occurring, there will be more and more market indices. When we have the market indices, a market hierarchy will start to emerge. And for anyone who is watching this video ahead of that happening, you'll be better equipped to compete in that market as it happens because you'll understand the hierarchy of power. If you're trading foreign markets, the same thing that I've been talking about applies there as well. Each market has a hierarchy. So start with the most recognizable broad market indices and then work your way down. Then align your trading efforts with what those broad market indices are actually doing. For those that have stayed with me this long, I'm going to go ahead and give you a gift. This is going to be coming in the comments section anyway, so I figured I'd just do it. If you look down into the description, you will see a link to a document. In that document, I'm going to show the market hierarchy, but I'm also going to give you a list of all of the ETF tickers, at least for the US market, that are associated with the various broad market indexes and the market sectors themselves. If you like the video, consider hitting subscribe. If you want to see more about how we utilize the market hierarchy in our trading plans, also consider hitting the join button. It's $10 a month, and for $10, you'll be able to tell if I know what I'm talking about or if I'm just full of crap. Put that risk-reward ratio in your pipe and smoke it. Take care.